Hello, bruvs. We're back with I Never Believed in Ghosts Until 100 Real Life Encounters from USA Weekend. Not sure which number this is, but The Floating Head by Lucille Ciappina. The scene is the small town where I grew up. We had never owned our own home, so moving from time to time was part of our family pattern. When I was 12, we lived adjacent to a huge cemetery. Strangely, nothing ever happened there. At one point, when I was older, we once again found reason to switch residences. The new apartment, close to the downtown area, was the first floor of an old mansion. It boasted an enormous front parlor with floor-to-ceiling bay windows, and this room served as my bedroom. Without question, as I was the only girl in the family, the best bedroom was always mine. In this apartment, my two brothers shared one of the two small bedrooms. My parents shared the other. I was to pay the price for being so spoiled. We had not lived there long before discovering that we had acquired a very abusive landlord, who unfortunately also had the apartment over us. My parents, realizing that moving here had been a mistake, began talk of packing up once again. One of our relatives got us a place in a building that he lived in, but we could not move in right away. My room unnerved me a bit. Although I felt queenly in its spaciousness, it was in an area by itself, separated from the rest of the bedrooms by a large living room and also a long hallway. Each night I would turn off the lamp by my bed, scan the black doorway which faced me, and pull the covers over my head. One night I awoke from a deep sleep with a start. There, at the upper part of that pitch-black doorway, hung the head of a man. No body, just a head. I was awake, and it did not go away. I can still describe the exact picture. The head was that of an old man. His face was round, his hair had receded, and he boasted a huge white mustache. His head was illuminated by something that was bright red, as though it was lit up from behind by fire. He was smiling at me. The head just stayed there, and I froze. My trembling hand reached for the light. In the brightness of the room, he was gone. After a while, I raised all the blinds in the bay windows and turned off the light. The street lights filled the room, and I pulled the blankets tight about me and somehow went back to sleep. But my visions were not so easily put to rest. Some time thereafter I awoke again. I looked up, and there, bending over me, was a very heavy-set older woman. She was staring down at me in a very curious way, as though she did not know me. My hand went for that lamp. I felt it was going right through her. I slept no more. The light went out no more, and I never slept in that room again. I stayed with an aunt until we finally moved. My mother told me that she was greatly relieved herself that we were moving out, because I had described in perfect detail the older couple that, when she was a girl, was known to live here. According to her beliefs, the old folks had come to search for their daughter, of which they had one, to ask for prayers. Well, for those who may believe, even faintly, in hell, the man's face had been lit by fire. Good night.